U.S. soccer champion Megan Rapinoe may have her fans, but she certainly has her detractors. As audiences cheered her iconic goal-scoring pose, many pundits around the world have faulted Rapinoe for what they consider her insufferable arrogance and for just being an outright jerk. In this video, we're going to look at 5 ways in which Rapinoe has actually proven her critics right and why this woke warrior is so despised by so many. Greetings, everyone. Dr. Steve here with you. I am your daily fake news antidote. As each and every day, I provide patriotic analysis to help you to think better so you can feel better in these crazy and turbulent times. So make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. Tease time, gang. We do have a major announcement coming up. I got news to share with you. It's going to absolutely be a game changer for this channel. If you've been with us now for some time, you're going to be so excited about this news. It's unlike anything we've ever done. And again, let me remind you, no, it is not another virtual conference. Virtual conferences pale in comparison to this. So I'm going to give you the big reveal at the end of the week, so make sure to stay tuned. Finally, we got an amazing deal for you from our good friends over at Virtual Shield. Virtual Shield is a leader in VPNs, or virtual private networks, on your desktop, tablet, or mobile device, which protects you while browsing the internet. And if you click on that link below right now, they're offering you 50% off the regular price. That's right, half off, so don't wait. Make September the month you take the plunge and begin protecting yourself online. Click on that link in the description below and sign up for a risk-free 30-day trial to Virtual Shield VPN today. All right, gang, let's dive right in here. As I'm sure you all know, U.S. soccer champion Megan Rapinoe is a very, very controversial figure, but some in the sports media have a hard time wrapping their minds around this controversy. Take, for example, this recent tweet from ESPN feature writer Katie Barnes. Quote, "Woo! There's some people out there really hate Megan Rapinoe. I'll never understand why folks get so pressed over someone whom they will likely never meet and who has no bearing on their lives or livelihoods." Well, first off, we should note that the sports media is notoriously left-wing and liberal, so we can understand why this so-called sports journalist has her head buried in the sand. But that said, there have been numerous articles written which have offered to help this incredulous sports journalist understand precisely why so many find Megan Rapinoe, in the words of Piers Morgan, a, quote, arrogant piece of work. So I thought that we on this channel would offer our own contribution to helping the woke warriors in the media better understand why Megan Rapinoe continues to be so off-putting to so many Americans. So to make it all the more simple, I offer here 5 reasons Megan Rapinoe is an absolute jerk. I think that's what Piers Morgan was really trying to say. Number 5, the White House saga.
Are you excited about going to the White House?
I'm not going to the fucking White House. No, I'm not going to the White House. We're not going to be invited.
You're not going to be invited?
I doubt it.
That was how Megan Rapinoe reacted to the question of whether she would go to the White House if they won the World Cup in 2019. Rapinoe was and still is a rabid anti-Trumper, often referring to him as a sexist and a racist. But as is being pointed out, love or hate the president, you should stop short of defaming the White House itself. Referring to one of our national symbols of freedom as the effing White House was off-putting to many people who otherwise share her sentiments about President Trump, however misguided those sentiments might be. Number 4, the women's equal pay absurdity. For some reason, Megan Rapinoe decided she wanted to play economist for a time and went on a crusade decrying the sexist policies of the U.S. Soccer League for paying male athletes more than women athletes. But as a number of observers pointed out, the whole fallacy in Rapinoe's argument is that professional athletes aren't paid for their actual work. In fact, no professional is paid for their actual work. We are all paid in accordance with the value that we bring to others. And whether Rapinoe likes it or not, men's soccer is significantly more popular and therefore brings more value to more people's lives. Simply put, there are more people willing to pay big money to watch men's soccer than there are to watch women's soccer. And you want to know the most delicious irony in this? Even Megan Rapinoe recognizes that. Check it out.
In the moments immediately following the final whistle, you get that USA, USA chant, but equal pay along that same cadence.
Yeah.
I think fans want to know what they can do to support that fight.
Fans can come to games. Obviously, the national team games will be a hot ticket. But we have 9 teams in the NWSL. You can go to your league games. You can support that way. You can, buy players' jerseys. You can lend your support in that way. You can tell your friends about it. You can become season ticket holders. I think in terms of that, that's the easiest way for fans to get involved.
Mm-hmm. Buy tickets and merch. That's how you can help equalize our pay. Go out and get more people to buy tickets and merch. This is the absurdity of wokeness. She's literally undercutting her very argument that unequal pay is a result of sexist soccer league policies. She doesn't even realize it. Number 3, in gay we trust. During the recent annual Met Gala, where we saw the embarrassing hypocrisy of Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez on display with her dress and the words "tax the rich" splashed on it. All, of course, as she was attending a $35,000 per ticket event. An even more ridiculous message was splashed across the clutch of Megan Rapinoe's red, white, and blue outfit that declared, quote, "In gay we trust." Now, while the mainstream media gushed over Rapinoe's choice of fashion and message, many others were highly critical of both its brazen offensiveness as well as, frankly, its boring and predictable anti-religious tone. The fact that she thought such a gimmick was in good taste is a further indicator of just how much of a jerk Megan Rapinoe really is. Number 2, kneeling during the national anthem. Whenever woke sportscasters and journalists are looking for a sign of fidelity to BLM on America's sports fields, Megan Rapinoe never, ever disappoints. Kneeling is Rapinoe's consistent posture during the national anthem. And what we have to understand is that this is particularly pernicious when it comes to U.S. women's soccer. You see, Rapinoe doesn't play for a local team, okay? She's not representing Dallas or Boston or Atlanta like an NFL or an NBA player would. As the captain of the U.S. women's soccer team, she is officially representing all of us, the United States of America. This is why international sports journalists have been so shocked by her kneeling. They, in fact, have found that it's unprecedented. No other nation, no other competing national team from any other country has ever behaved this way. This is what makes what she does so horrifically pernicious. And of course, it all came back to bite her in the Tokyo Olympics when the U.S. women's team suffered a humiliating defeat at the hands of, or perhaps I should say at the feet of, the Swedish team at the opening game, officially ending their 44-game winning streak. And this humiliation, of course, happened as the U.S. women's team began the match with a demonstration of their fidelity to cultural Marxism and BLM by taking the knee. So our women's soccer team, headed by Rapinoe, decided that instead of showing their patriotism and their gratitude to the nation that gave them this amazing opportunity to compete in the Olympics, they decided to deride and mock and ridicule our nation instead. Their humiliating loss was justly deserved. Now, before we get into our number 1 reason Megan Rapinoe is an absolute jerk, you're going to love a video I did on the massive backlash against Megan Rapinoe and her recent Subway ads. It's amazing. Patriots all across the country have been pressuring their local Subway stores to shut down the ads because they despise her so much. I'll link it down below for you in the pinned comment section so you can watch it after this video. It's so good. It's going to absolutely make your day. All right, gang, drum roll. The number 1 reason why Megan Rapinoe is an absolute jerk is the autograph snub. Take a look at this.
What's up, Pooh?
10, 9. Let's take a look at that again. She doesn't even acknowledge the boy asking for her autograph. She's looking to her left, she's looking to her right, anywhere but towards one of her fans. This is what ticked off Piers Morgan so much. This is why he called her such an arrogant piece of work. I mean, who does that? Who acts like that to their fans? Well, we all know the answer. An absolute jerk does, that's who. So what do you think of the list? Let me know in the comments below if I missed anything, and definitely check out that video on the Subway backlash against Rapinoe. It's going to absolutely make your day, so make sure to click on that link, and I will see you over there. God bless.